A 36-year-old man arrested in connection with the murder of Palesa Madiba has appeared briefly in court today. The UJ student went missing 6 years ago and her skeletal remains were discovered in 2015 in a shallow grave at a friend's home in Soweto. The man was arrested on the 1st of August in connection with the killing. The case was postponed to later this month while he remains in custody. Let's now cross live to our reporter, Linda Mnisi, who's standing outside the court. Linda, a very good morning to you. You've been monitoring the story quite closely. It's taken 6 years for a man to be arrested for the murder of Palesa Madiba. This matter's been postponed. Talk us through exactly what happened in court today.
Well, a very good morning to you, Mpho. The proceedings started very slow this morning with the application to broadcast the case from the members of the media. We heard the judge saying that first, that he would have to engage with the suspect's legal representation to establish whether they're comfortable with the media coming in and filming the proceedings today. But in fact, it turned out that the suspect did not have legal representation, and therefore he had to be asked whether he was comfortable with being filmed. But he said no, because there are varying opinions about this case and about what has happened, and he says that that will lead to him being labeled, and he says that he fears for his safety. But then the magistrates then said that after careful consideration, or rather the state argued that the matter is in fact of public interest, and therefore it is important for media to broadcast and inform the public as to what has happened in court and how the proceedings are going. The magistrates then found that his life will not be in danger and that public opinion will not prejudice him, therefore granting permission to the media to broadcast the case. But the case could not proceed further as he did not have legal representation. He says that he did not have access to a phone call, or rather to a phone in Sun City to call his lawyers, and therefore has been granted that opportunity to make a phone call. The magistrate has asked for the state to make sure that a phone is available for him to call his lawyer and therefore come back on the 21st of August, where the case will start.
Linda, of course, we know that August is a really heart-wrenching time for the family, because it was on the 9th of August in 2013 that they last saw their daughter. Talk us through exactly what happened in this matter when Palesa Madiba disappeared.
Well, it was in August 2013, Mpho, when she disappeared. She had visited her friend in Phiri, a community that not so far, a couple of kilometers away from where we are right now. And that's where she was last seen alive. In fact, the friend told the police at the time that she had left her sleeping the Monday at the end of that long weekend. But that was the last time, in fact, she was found. The family went on a 3-year search to find her, and she was found on December, in 2015, December, on the 16th to be exact. But that would also mean that the search for who could have done this ensued at the time. And then, only last week was the suspect apprehended. It has been quite a long wait for the family to get to this point. But when I spoke to them last week, they say that what they're waiting to hear, most importantly, is who else was involved, because they don't believe that this person could have done this alone. They say they're waiting for answers, but also what they can't wait to hear is how, or rather him detailing the last hours of Palesa's life. So they're really quite emotional at this point and have asked for a bit of time before we can speak to them on camera, because this was the first time that they're seeing the suspect appear for the matter.
Thank you so much, Linda Mnisi. Let's leave it there. My colleague Linda Mnisi is standing outside court. Of course, 6 years later, a man has been arrested for the murder of Palesa Madiba. The case has been postponed, and of course, as soon as proceedings are underway later this month, we will keep you posted on the developments of this case.